What do you say today? We talk about how to become more efficient, how to get things done more quickly, get things across the goal line more quickly. So if you have been in the deep dive boot camps, you've heard me talk about a book called The Goal, written by Goldratt, Goldratt. It was written, I believe, back in the 80s, primarily targeted towards manufacturing and how you improve processes, take time out, become more efficient, et cetera, et cetera. But that process can apply to any process. And so what we're doing, no different. It's a process, going through the steps, how you do those steps, et cetera. And a lot of times you're going to feel like you're the one doing the heavy lifting. A lot of times you are the one doing the heavy lifting. So how do you change that situation? Certainly the board of directors that you have can share some of the workload, although they're non-executive, so they help you steer the boat, not row the boat. But one of the things recently that I did was I ended up getting a VA from the Philippines. And I went through the process. For those of you that are in my mentoring, you know what that process was and how I brought that person on. There's plenty of ways that you can do it, but what I found is that the process of having a VA does a couple of things. First, from a cost standpoint, when you look at the costs in the Philippines, I don't know why almost anyone, could not utilize that and efficiently get a full-time employee for $300, $500 a month, something like that. No benefits. It's an outsourced service. So you can very, very efficiently get people to help you and work for you. The other thing is, if you have the right VA, they're going to push you. They're going to say, okay, I've done this task, or I'm getting close to being done with this task. Can you get me more? Can you do this? Can you do that? And so if you look at any organization, it's an organization, right? It's very rarely is it a single person operation. Why do you do that? Economies of scale. You can do more if you have more people, presumably. So I would encourage you, if you have not, to think about how you could employ a VA. There's a myriad of ways that you can do that. The cost is low, and you're going to find that that process, if you have the right VA, not only increases productivity because now you have two people working, assuming it's just you and them. Yes, you have a board again, but as far as doing the day-to-day. And if they're good, they will push you. And that's happened to me consistently. And I was thinking, how many times in businesses that I've had did I have employees come up and say, what else can I do? Very rarely. But the work ethic I'm finding to be pretty good in the Philippines as well. So I wanted to pass that along. Think about your process. Think about what you're doing. Think about how you can improve the efficiency. The other side of that equation, there's no substitution for action. So kissing frogs, taking more action, that's absolutely key to success. Okay, and consistently doing that. Okay, we have launched TikTok. If you go over to TikTok, I'd ask you to do a couple of things. One, give us a comment below on what you're struggling with, and I'll answer that. Also, tag and share with anyone you think might benefit from those TikToks. My goal is to put a ton of content up there which will help you and benefit you on your business acquisition journey. If you want to know the steps and how to do them, go over to brucewhipple.com. That's pretty self-explanatory between free material, boot camps, etc. But think about the process. If you haven't, go grab The Goal by Goldratt and read it. I think that will dramatically improve what you're doing.